Do you love your parents? No! What's happening, Nuggets, and welcome to The Test. This proclaims to allow me to delve deeper into the psyche that is me. Unfortunately, I have played a lot of these tests, and they have all been shite. So I'll be taking this one with a pinch of salt. Basically, it said on the Steam page that I will answer a series of questions. They will make me uncomfortable. But with great knowledge comes great sacrifice. And will I make it to the end? And more importantly, do I really want the answers that I seek? And since I refuse to get therapy, yeah, so new game. Hi. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. Really? The beginning? You'll be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. I understand, yes. I've preferenced that part already. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. We all want to be good people. Well, we really want to admit our flaws, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? No. My destiny. Ugh. Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analysing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. Predict the future, really? Also, keep on saying how long this is going to be. This is why I made a cup of tea. You see, as long as you answer with these questions, as long as you're honest, sorry, with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. Wow, this was like £1.50. Pretty cheap for fortune telling. This will tell you things you already know, but you wouldn't necessarily know that you know. These are things that I know, but I don't know that I know them. But does the other me know? Suppose we'll find out. As long as you answer, as long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Really? This is interesting. This isn't psychic. This isn't personality test. This is simple nature. Okay, this is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within yourself. We stand on the precipice of a glorious age, Nuggets. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your head and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realise it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. Why does this feel like a pyramid scheme? Probably because it is. I invite, probably gathering all my IP information as I speak. I invite you to grab a drink of water. Tea? Will tea do? Sit back and I also have a tea cake with me for snack time. And enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. So, with all of that said, Nuggets, is it just this ambience? Can I take this off? On, off, doesn't matter. With that said, get a drink, because they're telling me that it's going to be a while. Also, if this is garbage, the title of this video is probably just going to be "This is clickbait garbage." So you had been warned. It seems as though this is more or less just, I don't know if this is going to be all jump scary and shit like that, but it seems as though you're just going to learn shit about me. So if you're ready for that for the next maybe up to 2 hours, then great. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Living alone, as in a home alone? Yes. Alone, as in the rest of my life is alone? Probably, yeah. Do you like the colour blue more than the colour black? Black isn't a colour, it's a shade, first and foremost. Secondly, probably not. I'm quite fond of black. Don't take that out of context. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? If I knew who it belonged to, yes. If I saw somebody go into their pocket, take out their phone, and a 20 fell out, yes, I would go, excuse me, mate, you dropped that. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yeah. Are you afraid of spiders? No, they're all over the flat. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? No, the thing is it's a funny question. You say unscathed. You didn't say alive. Because I could technically, just saying, I could, like, not be hurt by the molten lava, but I could drown in molten lava. I don't know you, wizard man with a crow on your hat, and I'm gonna presume that's a fireplace behind you. Would I jump into molten lava? Would I jump into molten lava if I knew that I would emerge unscathed, alive, everything's fine? Yeah, that'd be fun as fuck. Would you consider yourself to be fat? No. Not anymore. I mean, I'm overweight, but I wouldn't consider myself to be fat. No! Fuck! Would you say that you have a lot of charisma? Yeah? Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No, I have a vast fear of that. This is all very interesting. I don't know why suddenly Wizard Boy back there is now Gandalf, but he is. Did you realise that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No, I didn't realise that. I don't know what kind of Rain Man bullshit you think I've got going on in my life, but no, I didn't realise that. And it seems like you're just pointing it out to be a bit of a know-it-all. So, no. Does that make you uncomfortable? No. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? I don't know. I've always wanted... See, this is the thing. I've always wanted to go to, like, an escape room. And stuff like... Because they look like fun, but they cost money. And usually, it's, like, a social thing. And that would require speaking to people. And, like... Who has time for that? It would depend on the context. Like, there's some stuff that I just find boring, and I don't bother with it. And the other side of it is like video. I'd say I'm okay at video games. Technical skill, no. Puzzle solving, sure. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? No, not really. Because why bother? This is supposed to be about sorry. This is supposed to be about me, the fat know-it-all. This is supposed to be about my future. Why would I give a fuck about hidden messages? Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes, other than the fat one that I accidentally clicked yes, or maybe it was my subconscious telling me I'm still a fat oinker. But no, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Have you been yes. Make sure you read the question and read what you're saying. It's yes, no. How difficult is it? Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? No. Are we in court? Were you aware that there could be potential consequences? Sorry, Angvat, yeah, we are doing all that kind of shit. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? No, I was not. Are you going to tell me that someone's in my house? Because this is always what they do. Look behind you! Ha! I got ya! Shut up. Are you wondering how these questions began to take such a strange turn? No. Would you consider yourself captivated? No. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? See, that's the thing. I've not had many, so it depends. I've not had many opportunities in, like, it's the same when you watch like films and stuff like that. You like, from the third person perspective, you're like, fucking idiot, just do that, do you know what I mean? But I've not been in any circumstances that I would have to do something that would be considered brave. I'm not afraid of like fights, for instance. But I've not had anything that was like jump in front of a car for somebody, go into a burning building. I've never had to do any of that kind of shit. So I don't know. But unfortunately, this is a yes/no scenario. There isn't a middling no answer. Would I consider myself to be brave? No, because I haven't had an opportunity to prove whether that's a yes or a no. So no. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Yes. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? No. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take and how many questions exist in this session? No. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Yes. This is when they tell me this is going to take 18 hours. Do most humans annoy you? Ironically, yes. Yeah, I don't get along with a lot of people, which is odd. And I think, I'm sure again, I should probably see therapy, but I'm sure it stems from a deep-seated problem in the childhood and blah, blah, but I don't give a fuck. I just don't like people. The thing is, as well, is it's weird. I just don't like a lot of things. What is it called again? There's a name for it, and I've forgotten what it is. That's it. A misanthrope. Yeah, someone called me that one day. A person who hates or distrusts humankind. I was like, wow, I come across that bad. But the thing is, it's weird. Like, I just, it's not even. So this is it. It's not that I dislike the people. It's just that I've reached a stage in my life now where I don't see the point in putting up with your shit. So see, if you're talking about something that I don't give a flying fuck about, I will literally just leave the room. I won't tell you I'm leaving. I won't tell you I'm bored, because that's more time. I will just get up and leave. And the thing is, it's weird because it's like, do most humans annoy me? Yeah, but the thing is I probably irritate every human. Not most. Do most humans annoy you? You see, it's a difficult one, because most of the humans that are in my life don't, because they have passed. They have passed the test. that is me. So the humans in my life, no, but humans in general. Whoops, I think I've buggered it. I don't know what's happening now. Do most? Wait. Did I bugger this? Hello? God damn it, now I'm gonna have to answer them all again. I'm back. It didn't take that long. And I fixed the fact question. Do most humans annoy you? I'm gonna have to say no, because most humans don't annoy me. I don't have a particular problem with humanity. It's only once they're in close proximity to me and all of their habits start coming out. So it's difficult. Your brain will make up the scenario. My brain makes up too many scenarios. This is exactly my fucking problem. Yes, neighbours, everybody outside, yeah, most humans annoy me, yep, Do you prefer animals to people? Not, this is what I mean by I'm dead inside, because not really. I'm not, it's weird, it's probably because, I don't know. So, out of my entire life, I have had a dog, rats, and a budgie. Dog wasn't mine. The rats were half mine, the same with the budgie. But, like, I don't know. Like, I get that people are mental about, and I get the dog. I was too young for the dog, so like, it was my mum's dog, but I remember loving that dog to bits. I don't know if it's just because I'm old and bitter now, and I've not had another kind of like affectionate pet. Because the budgie I had, I loved that actually. I loved that budgie, but it was because it was so angry all the time. When we had to go get the budgie, it was like that one's in a corner, like snapping at the arms. I'm like, I want that one. That's the budgie for me. So I do like animals, but I wouldn't say that I would so if it was a scenario of I need to live the rest of my life with animals or the rest of my life with people, I definitely would still prefer people as opposed to animals. Does that make sense? Probably not. No, I don't prefer animals to people. Do you believe in magic? I would like to. I would like to believe that there's magic in the world still. This is just going to end up being a conclusion of like, you're a 78-year-old bitter asshole that basically is just Scrooge McDuck minus the money. Do you believe in magic? No, I would love to though. I'd love for magic to be real. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? No. Do you fear death? Not really. I fear not. This is something that's only been an issue lately, which is weird. I had like had a midlife crisis. Nah, but you know what I mean. I didn't have a midlife crisis, but I had a revelation that I was kind of going nowhere with my life, and I was just kind of existing for the sake of existing. And then I decided to start animating, to start making videos, and start just doing the things that I want to do. So I wouldn't say that I fear death, but what I fear is going back to a time where I was just kind of unhappy and not really doing anything and not really going anywhere and was just it's weird. I don't know if I can portray it right. I'm not one of these people that's like, I want to be famous, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be this. Do you know what I mean? I like, because that sounds like a lot of effort and a lot of hassle and tiring. I just don't want to be. I don't want me to look at me and be like, wow, worthless, if that makes sense. And I finally am getting to that stage where I'm like, just happy to just do shit all the time. So I wouldn't say that I fear death. I fear going back to a stage where I can't do whatever it is that I want to do. Or, which is what I'm saying, what I'm coming to, or not doing everything that I want to do. I have so many things that since I've started being creative and just started doing things for myself, I'm like, I want to do this, I want to make that, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So I think if anything, I fear just not being able to be me and be an idiot and be a condescending cunt to everybody in the planet, including animals, but not not just to be mean, just because I've only got a limited amount of time. So, no, I don't fear death. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? Is that shrinking it down? Do I have a crush on anyone? No. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yeah, okay, look, there's plenty of people that are fucking attractive on the planet, of course, but there's no one person that I'm like, oh god. So, yes. Are you alone now, or do you mean like single? If you're asking, I mean, look, you should be taking me out to eat if you're gonna ask me all these fucking questions, man. Yes, I'm alone.
Are you sure there's someone in your house right now? Oh no.
Yes. If I told you with the utmost certainty that there is something that there is something watching you, would you believe me? Yes. It's you. But if you were to tell, nah, I don't know you, man. You've not even told me your name. Rude. Have you? How you wonder where I am? Yes, I would like a name. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No. Do you highlight anything yours? That's mouthful of tea speak for yes. Have you considered quitting this session early? Nah. Need the watch time. So you know what, I'm going to open this. Do you drink water every day? Yeah. Where's it? It's so far away, man. Like, calling me out. Calling me out live. What a dick. Proof. The proof is in the bottle. Anyway, yes, I do drink water every day. Did you know that there's over 5,000 types of parasites in water every day, and the microbes that the American government are pumping into it are slowly turning the frogs gay? Do you eat at least once per day? Every day. Yes. Can't say it's healthy, but... Do you realise that you've missed 7 hidden messages thus far? No, didn't realise that. Also don't really care. I've done my tea, so now to move on to the water. Do you realise that you've missed another one? No. Would it bother you to never know... Wait. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No. Is your favourite number 7? No. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? I mean, it's a fact. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, it's a fact. So it's gonna be more. No, suffering is the longest thing we'll ever do. Do I agree? Yeah, because it's a fact. Fucking fruit flies. This is why I hate summer. The fucking flies and shit like that. Oh. This is why I keep the spiders, genuinely. I keep the spiders in the flat so that they deal with the flies and all that kind of shit that come in. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No, because I can 100% compare them to apples. I can go, hey, these are both fruits that I can't eat due to the high acidic content. Nah, disagree, fuck you. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No. I thought this was about me. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? No. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? No. Because you can't. This is the thing. There are limitations to what people can do. And that might be physical. That might be due to your start in life. That might be due to current situations in life. That could be anything. But you can't do anything you put your mind to. Do you know what I mean? I have many a time just, you know, thought really, really hard about my neighbour just being dead, and it doesn't happen. Other than that one time it did happen. But no, but to specify, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Failing and what I like to call fuck you energy is the only reason that I am here today. Because it doesn't matter if you can actually put in your mind to something. It doesn't actually matter if you accomplish the thing. It's the fact that you had the drive, or in my case, the fuck you energy, to do it. Do you know what I mean? But in this basis of the question, no, I don't believe you can do anything that you put your mind to. Obedience... Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? Are you? Is this a personality test to see if I should run China? Obedience is more important than freedom. No. Underwater adventures sounds like a fun time. No. Did you realise... Oh, fuck off, man. Did you realise that the first 5 letters of the previous 8 questions... first 5 letters? Where did I get 5 from? The first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you. No. Do you wish to be loved? Here's the problem. Everybody wishes to be loved, more or less, do you know what I mean? But I wish to be loved in a very specific manner. Because, like, I don't know. I don't think I'm well suited to relationships. Because I like my alone time. And again, as I said, I will just get up and walk out of a room. Even if that room is my room. So if I can't be arsed with the girlfriend or the wife or whoever, do you know what I mean? I'll literally just get up and walk away. Or I will literally just ghost. And it's not because I'm cheating, it's not because I've got somebody else on the side, it's not because he doesn't love me. No, it's literally just because I'm like, cool, I'm bored now, I want to go do my own thing. So no, yes, I wish to be loved, I imagine that most people do, but it would be complicated. Do you have any addictions? I have a particular problem with pickled onions. I'm not going to show the brand because they are refusing to sponsor me. Again, I keep asking, do you not want this face on your pickles? But yeah, probably eating. I don't, well, I've started, I'm no longer smoking. I used to smoke. I'm not a big drinker. Habitual masturbator. Addictions. I don't do any drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke anymore. And then again, I wouldn't really call food an addiction. I just like food, and a lot of the food that I like happens to be fucking fatty and unhealthy. So... No? No. Do you dislike the colour pink? Yes. I fucking loathe and despise it. That's why I own 2 shirts of it. No, why would I dislike the colour? But why specifically pink? Does the colour grey seem depressing? Again, I own several shirts and hoodies. No. Well, maybe that's why I picked them. Is that what the psychological test is going to be? Do you enjoy loud music? I enjoy loud music played at a low level. But that's due to an inner ear problem. I like when I play music, but I do not like when other people play loud music. So, I suppose at the basis of that, I don't like other people playing loud music, and I don't enjoy me playing loud music unless it's at a certain decibel, so I suppose I've answered the whole question there. And no. Do you like to dance? No, because that would require coordination, so no. I don't think... I've done, like dance, like the dancing that you need to do in school and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Like the gay Gordons and all that kind of shit, do you know what I mean? But, no, I don't go out to clubs and, you know, cut shapes and all that sort of stuff, so no, not really. Would you consider yourself normal? What's abnormal? If you can answer that. Would I consider myself normal? No. What is... Normal's just a word that people made. Normal is just a word we made up to conform to the fucking man. Bruh. No, I'm not normal. Do you love your parents? No. Have you ever been lied to? Uh-huh. Do you get angry often? Not anymore. See, this is the thing. You might not think it. I am an incredibly angry individual. So much so that it teeters on murder a lot of the time. But I don't like being angry. I used to get into fights all back. Well, rewind. I used to be really fat, and that was subsequently reason for me to be bullied, until they realised that I'd kick the shit out of them, and that stopped quickly. So I don't like being angry, because I've spent over... Yeah, I spent 2/3 of my life thus far being angry, and I don't like it, so I take every possible measure to not be angry anymore. Back to the whole just walking out of rooms. So do I get angry often? Not anymore. Do you hold grudges? Yes. Have you ever forgiven someone? For petty shit? Yeah. For actual stuff? No. Back to why I don't love my parents. Why I don't... What was the other question? What was it? Not holding grudges. There was another one that was like... yeah, do people deserve second chances? No. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. For petty shit. Have you ever lied? Yes. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, I prefer trees. Is this a furry question? Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Currently? I don't know if... I don't know, because I wasn't one of these kids that was, like, into dinosaurs or, like, anything like that. Like, I want to be a this. Like, I wasn't really one of those kids. I don't think at any point in my life I've been like, I wish I was a this. Sometimes I'd be like, oh man, it'd be great to be a cat, just fucking not do anything ever. And just be sassy to fuck all the time, and they just have to accept it. But no, I don't think I've ever like wanted to be an animal. I'm quite content with being a person, thanks. Do you believe you have psychic powers? Do I believe that I have psychic powers? No. You really think that I would work in a call center if I had psychic powers? No. Have you ever seen a ghost? No. Regrettably so. Do you dream often? No. This is the thing. I've not dreamt in so fucking long, and I think it's because I've got an overactive imagination during my waking hours that it just won't happen. The other thing is as well, see that one where it's where you like it's difficult. I don't have leg cam. You'll just have to trust what I'm doing. Where you'll just be sleeping soundly in your bed and your leg will just randomly go like I don't even get that where it's like you think you're falling. I don't even get that anymore. My nights are so bitterly boring. No. Do you have nightmares often? Now that's the weird thing, is that I do wake up sometimes like shook awake, but I don't remember why. I don't even have that, like, you know, those brief few moments of clarity where you're like, someone's dead or something like that. I don't have that. I just wake up and I'm bad. I don't know what, but bad. So no, that could be a medical thing. It's actually that I've got sleep apnea or something like that, and I'm like, oh no, it must be nightmares, man. But I don't remember them, so... Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No, thankfully. Do you suffer from depression? I don't know. There's been lots of times that people have told me yes, but the thing is I took... So, like I said, this entire test is just you learning about me, let's face it. Yeah, I took psychology in college, and to which I failed because I disagreed with every single viewpoint that the teacher and the paperwork had. So, me going to a psychologist or a therapist or a doctor, of none of which I trust or believe in, wouldn't really help. So, so the other thing is I feel as though depression is something that is kind of thrown about a lot, and a lot of people are like, I'm depressed. Why are you depressed? Oh, because blah. And it's like, okay, we'll fix that then. Oh, but I can't. And then I resist the urge to slap them. I feel as though actual depression is something that is just kind of flung about a lot now. So I don't like to be the kind of person that's like, yeah, before I was depressed. No, I was unhappy with the way my life was. I don't know if that counts as depression. So I'm gonna have to say no because I don't believe in that I was. I've met people who have suffered actual depression. Do you know what I mean? Like best friends of mine, stuff like that, have suffered with actual depression. So I would have to say that what was like, some of them couldn't just like genuinely like, couldn't function. Basically, me, I've always been the kind of person that's like, it doesn't fucking matter what's going on. I just need to keep going. But depression seems to be something that does halt people from functioning. I don't know why I need to use such a robotic term. But it stops people from functioning. And I didn't stop functioning. I was just very unhappy while I was functioning. So I'm going to have to say no. Do you exercise often and stay active? Well, look, I exercise every day. It's nothing strenuous. It is basically just so I can tick the box that says stay active, given the fact that I both work and my hobby requires me sitting on my gargantuan cake. So yeah, I do a bit of exercise. I don't go out jogging or go to the gym to get those fucking gains. But yes, I stay active. I just have a very bad diet and a very bad work ethic, alright? Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes! Have you ever felt betrayed? I not only felt, I have been. Do you ever feel lost in life? There we go. That's basically what was wrong. It was lack of direction and just kind of feeling lost. So yes, I don't anymore. I still don't have. So this is the weird thing about it. I don't have a direction. I'm not like, ooh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a streamer. I want to be an animator for popular production company Disney. I also, if anything, the direction I want to take in life is being able to say things like a normal person would. I still don't have a direction, but I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with having the community that I've got. I'm happy with making daft videos. I'm happy with doing animations. And because I'm happy doing all those things, the monotonous going to work at a job that's soul destroying isn't as soul destroying anymore. And I'm no longer just working to eat and not get enough daily exercise, and then working to eat to just perpetuate, to just exist, basically. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a lot of money. I'm not well off financially. I don't have any safety nets. The only safety net I have is me. So I'm not one of these people that's like, I'm going to go on holiday. I'm going to go here. Like, I'd love to go to, like, Japan or to any fucking country and do shit and buy stuff, do you know what I mean? But I can't do any of those things. So things that I can do for myself are making me very happy with where my life is. It still doesn't have any modicum of a direction that I'm going in, but it's now no longer a loop. Do you know what I mean? I can't see what's on the horizon, but I'm no longer just staring at the back of myself, so I don't feel it anymore. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? When I need to be. I don't like it. I don't like selling to people. I don't like telling people what to do, and that's because I don't like being sold to, and I don't like being told what to do. So I empathize too much with the peons to be a real leader. But yes, I have the capacity by which to lead. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No, you dipshit, that's where I live. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? You mean like, actual, like, My Hero Academia hero? Or like, hey, Dad of the Year kind of hero? Because not all heroes wear capes. I've just realized that I'm just a very lazy person. As I say that, a punch stole work as well. This is the face of our hero. Do I sometimes dream of being a hero? Yeah, look, anyone that's a fucking weeb has dreamed about what they want their mutant ability or their quirk or what their ideal Pokemon lineup would be. So yeah, we've all done that. Shut up. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? I would defend myself. So I have defended myself against bullies when I was young. My passive-aggressive tendencies in my adult life could be considered bullying. To some. I think the most well-known one is that in a call center, if people make sales, they all go fucking ape shit and clap, clap, clap. And I told one of the other managers to stop fucking doing that because it's pissing off people on the phones. They went, no, that's just what we do here. So I then followed them about all day, and every time they done anything, like open a door, I was like, Phil, well fucking done! And I followed them about for the entire shift, including into the bathroom. So it could be considered bullying, but I've never actively sought out to bully someone. Not even like online or anything like that, do you know what I mean? So, no. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yes. Life is so hopeful and full of unicorn shit. I am a daydreamer. Like, I'm better, like... recently my PC was gone and it was so aggravating because I always have so many like ideas of things and like concepts in my mind and all that sort of stuff, and if I don't have a vent, I go backwards. I go back to being like I don't have an outlet. I'm a daydreamer. I wouldn't. This is how I'm interpreting what he's saying. I wouldn't say that I'm like a dreamer, as in imagine a world where everyone was happy and. But I suppose I'm taking the piss with the phrase dreamer. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? We've discussed this. I don't know, but I'm going to presume yes. Do you find space fascinating? I like land. I like stability. I like being able to have my feet firmly placed on the ground for anything. And you'll notice that I'm making fists. I don't like helplessness. I like swimming, but I wouldn't want to go into the deep ocean. I flew some as a child, and it was fine. But I don't think I would want to go any higher. It's like space. The concept of space, yeah. And, you know, what could potentially be out there. But no, I also find it equally horrifying that essentially you're in a pile of tin. And at any point, you're just dead. But then again, how's that any different from the world that we're in currently? Would you consider yourself to be an artist? A bad one, not a great one. But then again, there are people out there that, like, just stick their hand in a tub of paint and slap a canvas and call it art. So, sure. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? To the people who pass? To the people who can put up with my shit? Yes, I would consider myself to be a good friend. Because apparently I have an ego. If I have considered you worthy enough of my time and the title of friend, then I will treat you as the bestest person. Yeah, if these people are important enough for me to consider them to stay in my life, yeah, I treat them very well, and I will do pretty much anything they ask me to. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes. But again, it's kind of like the normal question, like, flawed? No, I would consider it to be my character or traits. Do you believe in perfection? No. Hell no. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yes. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Yes. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? No. No. Probably not. The thing is I've always, like, people ask that question, like, I've asked people that as part of, like, a hiring process. Like, if you had one day to live, what would you do? And, like, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, fuck everything that moves. Or, you know, they'd be like, I'd spend it with my mother and my dog Chico, my final moments. But me, I'm like, I would probably just do nothing. I wouldn't have time to get a will together. I mean, I don't have much. Like, I leave to you my water bottle. That is the end of the will. We'll be leaving now. Nah, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? What's the point in spending the last day explaining how I came into this knowledge that I was going to die today? Explaining the circumstances that have led to my dying today? Comforting them in my time of death and such and such. I would probably try and just have a normal day and then try and, like, go somewhere where I would die and people wouldn't notice for a good while. So no, I wouldn't tell anyone. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Yes. But the thing is, I don't really have dark secrets. I'm pretty open. Do you trust me, even though you know nothing about me? No. Do you know who I am? No. If I appear behind you right now, would you scream? No. If I told you that you had been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Oh. No. My best friend is very much an empath. They are able to tune in to people's emotional frequencies and feel exactly how they feel and do that kind of stuff. I do not have this gift. I have a strong enough imagination that I can kind of imagine what you're going through and have good enough analytical skills that I can also kind of see what people are going through, but I wouldn't consider myself to be empathetic because usually I'd be like, well, that's your own fault that you're in this position, or subsequently, I'm not even really one of those people that's like, will be like, oh, this is what something happened to me. La 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 la, spotlight please. I'm not really the kind of person that's like cool and just like ignore them. If it's someone I care about, I am very much the kind of person that's like, right, how are we fixing this? And well, as I said, if you get to that hurdle, I will pretty much do whatever the fuck you need. So I will literally sit there and argue with them for 4 hours about how to fix a problem. No, I'm not empathetic. If anything, I'm a massive dick. Even to friends, I'm a massive dick when they have problems. You know, I'm more trying to anger them into coming to truth. Would you consider yourself to be a romantic? No. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Many. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? No. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Right. Yes. But for money. So, when I was a wee Wayne, story time. When I was a wee Wayne, there was this place in Scotland. If I've got anybody from Scotland that's watching, hey, there used to be this place called Paddy's Market, and basically it was like an alley in the centre of town. And basically people used to bring their wares to sell. Basically all of it was stolen. One of the best things I ever got was what is it called again? A Megazord, whatever it is that the Power Rangers animal bits go into and makes the full thing. I got that, but it was missing its left arm and its left leg, so I had made up in my mind at the age of 6 that those Power Rangers were dead, which is why those weren't there anymore. but the rest of the Power Rangers still had to fight on. But in Paddy's Market, there used to be money. Like, people would come with their coppers, and all the stall owners would always deal in cash. There's no cards or anything like that. So you'd find pennies, sometimes notes, all over the ground. And I made a habit of, like, just looking at the ground for where money was. And every time my papa took me out, I was always, like, looking at the ground. Because if I got any money while I was out with my papa made me a deal that basically, if I was to find 10 pence, he would then give me 10 pence. So anytime I earned a fiver, he would basically double whatever I found for being observant. Papa was a good man. He taught me how to swim. Taught me to be observant. So yeah, to this day, I still look at the ground when unless I'm, like, talking to somebody or, like, really focusing on where I go. But generally speaking, yeah, I look at the ground, but not as, like, a don't make eye contact with people. It's oh, cool, a 20, because genuinely, I still find money on the floor, and I mean, like, notes. So yes. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? See, this is the thing, I have psoriasis, and I don't know how bad it is under there. I cut my hair recently. It looks good, you know. I've went through years of practicing with cutting my own hair, and I've got to a stage where it doesn't look half bad. It just looks like a kind of cheap barber who's done it. Shaving my head, though, God, it's like opening Pandora's box. It could just be scars everywhere. It could just be scabs everywhere. I don't know what monstrosity would be underneath there. Would I ever shave my head? Yes. Do I want to shave my head? No. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? I mean, generally speaking, muscular? Do you mean, like, ripped to fuck? Because no, I don't find that attractive in any way, shape, or form. Do you know, I find it so unattractive that's literally the only reason, not the only reason, but I find it so unattractive since a young age. That's pretty much the reason I've never watched a single episode of Dragon Ball. And so I'm like, 1, they're all ripped to fuck, and 2, they all look the same. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? Not. I get that, like, everybody wants to have, like, fucking defined legs and all that kind of shit nowadays and all that kind of crap. But I just mean, like, you're talking about what I'm interpreting this as, like, ripped. No, not really. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Maybe. Not. I mean, yeah, wiggling my ass, I suppose that maybe counts. I don't fucking know. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes, I would literally lay down on a fucking mine for them. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Yes, it was incredibly traumatizing. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? 100 fucking %. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? No, I'm usually the killer. Do I ever dream about running from a killer? No, but I've watched enough films. This is the other thing as well. The films bore me now, because literally I watch, like, the first 20 minutes. Unless it's fucking weird. I usually watch the first 20 minutes and I'm like, cool, I know exactly what the plot is. Because I've just seen that many now. I don't ever dream about running away from a killer, but I do often theorize about how I would deal with an intruder, a killer, being chased, etc. Running from, that's the problem I have with it. Because I usually wouldn't run from them. Dream? Think. Change that to think. And we've got an answer. Dream about running from a killer. I think you're asking about, do I go to bed at night and have a dream that I'm running away from a killer? So no. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? You've already asked me if I dream. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? No, that's just something that I do sometimes. Do you enjoy scary movies and books? Yes. I love being scared. Who doesn't? But I can't anymore. There's just stuff that isn't scaring me anymore. Do you enjoy comedic television shows and movies? Yes. Do you like being the center of attention? I mean, that's the weird thing, is I don't really like people, but I enjoy entertaining people. I love the sound of people laughing. I do generally believe that, see, if we could all just laugh, and this is something that I've had as a viewpoint since I was a wee tiny bairn. I believe that literally if people laugh, then the world isn't quite as bad anymore. So if I can be the center of attention, and I can get people to laugh, and I can, even if it's just for the splittest of seconds, take away a shit day, or a shit time, or a shit memory, or whatever it is, for the briefest of fucking moments, then yeah, then that makes the world a better place, doesn't it? So yes, I do enjoy it. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Not really, no. I'm pretty observant. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? I've thought about it many times. Again, back to the film things. I've watched many space films. A whole lot of them don't end very well for the people who decide to go to space. Fuck, doesn't usually end very well for anything coming from space either. So I have wondered, but it's usually a bad time. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Yes, I got incredibly sick as a child, and literally when I was sick, so I had the day off from school, and I had a ballistic fever, and I was at home, and I was supposed to stay at home, and I'm pretty sure I blacked out, and when I came to, my body was at my school, chatting to my friends, but I was like behind my body, watching me talk to them, and I'm like, I'm sick. Why am I here? It was trippy. Yes, I've had an outer body experience. I didn't like it. Have you ever punched a nun? No. That would make a great parody show. Nun punch! No, I can't say I've ever punched a nun. Do you like dogs better than cats? No, I think I synchronize with cats better. Ironically, the thing is, I've had a dog as a pet. I've never had a cat as a pet, but I appreciate the the attitude of cats, which is I do what I want, I say what I want, and I don't give a fuck what you think about it. So I don't know. Sometimes dogs can be a bit too hyper. It's kind of like people. Dogs are a lot like people. And sometimes I don't really like people that much. Do you like dogs better than cats? No, I think I would prefer cats. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? No, I'm pretty much an illiterate fuck. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun? Not really. I'm not... It's now an idea in my head of rewriting the entire One Punch theme to be about punching nuns. But no, I haven't wondered why you asked. I'm now just going to take it and create this whole thing in my own head and enjoy it later on this evening. Do you get starstruck easily? No. The thing is, I've never really met a celebrity. No, I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, they're just people, you know? No. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yeah, not even because it's a social gathering, but it's just like, cool, I'm probably gonna leave. So yeah, kinda, yeah. Is your favourite part of your birthday receiving presents? That's not even like a huge part of my birthdays. I usually I don't tell anybody that it's my birthday. No, not really. My favorite part of my birthday. Yeah, sure, everybody likes getting gifts, do you know what I mean? But my favorite part is the cake. I always get the you can eat like it'll have different variants, like sometimes it'll be like Thomas the Tank Engine or Pokemon or whatever, but I'm talking like the shitty, You can take it to the desk and they'll decorate it, or you can just buy it like that and then you can take it home and decorate it yourself. The one where it is just cream filling and raspberry jam and that fake as fuck icing on top, like the so bad for you cake. I don't really eat cake throughout the year. I get that I'm sitting here with a tea cake, but it's not really a cake. It's more of a biscuit. But that's my cake. I get the cake that the children want every year. I love it. Is my favorite part receiving the presents? No. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just BAM! Right in the face. Nun punch! No. I get you keep asking, but no. Did you laugh? Did I laugh? Rewind the tape. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just BAM! Right in the face. Nun punch! No. Did I laugh? I don't think I did. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? Did I? Rewind the tape. I don't think I did. No, I didn't in here. So, no. Not really. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? I mean, their life is hard enough. They don't get any dick, and you're expecting me to just go up and punch them for no reason other than a £1.50 game told me to? No. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? If there's a hell, if the... It depends, again, it depends on what depiction of hell are you talking about. H-E-L? Are you talking about a Christian biblical hell? If there's a hell, if there's a bad place, yeah, I'm going to it. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yes. Do you masturbate frequently? Yes. Well, I mean, what would... Well, I suppose... Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? Yes. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? Not really, no. Is your mouth dry? No, because I've been staying hydrated due to the water that I drink every day. Oh. No. Definitely not now. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? How many times have I said the word cunt in this video? I think that's now 2. But I know, I swear all the fucking time, even in that sentence. Do you... What? Do you believe in legendary beasts, such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? Do I believe in Nessie? I mean, I could take a trip and go see her. Do I believe in Nessie? I think... So here's the thing. I don't believe in magic. But I'm one of these people that is like, I mean, sure, why couldn't it be a thing? But the thing is really deep down, we all know Nessie exists. I don't know about this bullshit Bigfoot crap. Just a big dude that has a severe hair problem. But, yeah. Do I believe in cryptids? You mean? Are you poor with money management? No, I'm great at money management. I'm just unfortunately poor. No, I'm very good with money management, actually. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? No, I can. I don't enjoy them. Like Sudoku and all that kind of shit. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No, I don't even speak my own fucking language fluently. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? I have visited Greece. I have visited America. I've visited Spain. And that's it. When I was young. Not in my adult life, unfortunately. Yes. Do you enjoy coffee? I love coffee. Coffee. I want you back. I love coffee. Unfortunately, my stomach doesn't. It also doesn't like a lot of other things. So I used to be a very heavy coffee drinker. But now I have to drink tea, the energy powders and shit like that if I want to get my caffeine fix. Because I can't drink coffee. I can drink certain coffees. I can drink... Oh, God. Don't... I'm salivating. A French vanilla from Tim Hortons is one of the very few coffees that I can drink that doesn't hurt my stomach. But unfortunately, it's expensive, and if we go back a few questions, I mentioned I'm poor. So, yes, I do enjoy coffee. I just can't have it. Do you believe in demons? They're called people, but yes. Do you believe in angels? They're called people, but yes. Are you afraid of sharks? No, they're just fish. Do you prefer baths or showers? I can't fit in most baths. But baths over showers. Right, I was going to say, how do I answer an or question with a yes or no? I can't fit in most baths. I'm 5'11". I need a shower. And usually, the shower can't even be like, the shower head can't be pointing like that. Usually the shower has to be like this. So it's not, when was the last time I had a bath? Now you're asking. Fuck it, we don't need to know. Do you prefer baths over showers? No, I prefer showers. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? No, but it fucking hurts my sinuses. Like, really strong smelling stuff really affects, like, my sinuses and, like, the back of my throat. Did you see that shadow move in your room a few moments ago? Yeah, but it always does that. But I didn't see it there, no. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? No. I feel as though I sometimes hear people, but I don't. Sometimes I feel as though I hear myself, but no, I don't hear people saying my name. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No, things often go missing and stay missing. Do you ever hear footsteps around when you're alone? Yeah, it's called noisy, cunting, fucking neighbours. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Answer to the previous question. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? No. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? No. Is your favourite colour green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. If you won the lottery, would you share your money with anyone? I've often thought about this. I think everybody at some point or another is like, if I won the lottery, I would donate so much to charity. I don't know what they're doing with it. Most charities are usually fucking scams, so I wouldn't share it with them. But there are a lot of people who could do with money, both in my life and not. So yeah, I don't really, there would be plenty of shit that I would do for myself. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I would mostly just want to live comfortably and then put a decent amount of it away as a safety net, or to be live extra extravagantly if I make it to pension age. But otherwise, yeah, there's a lot of people in my life that could do with a financial boost, and there's a lot of people out there that could do with some cash as well. I would love to be able to be more charitable, but only to the people that I care about. I'm not one of these people that's like, yeah, donating to save the dolphin, because like I'm saying, I don't know what you're doing with that money, because the dolphins still seem to be in fucking trouble. I know that that's a bad example, but you know what I mean. I would, yeah. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Don't worry, the plans for Greenland are still in effect. You will be called upon when the time is right. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? I have, but usually only when I'm watching something that's prison related, like Shawshank Redemption. Often? Do I ever? I have done, yes. Do you like fishing? I have never been fishing. Do you like hunting? I have never been hunting. Not the conventional sense, at least. Do you like camping? I've been camping, and yeah, it's fine. Do you like guns? I live in the UK, therefore have never touched a gun. Do I like guns? I don't know. I like guns in video games. They make the enemies go away. Generally, though, no. I'm Scottish through and through. We use our fists, our heads, our feet, or some kind of weapon. Or a tree. Do I like guns? Nah. I feel as though I wouldn't like to live in America due to the constant fear of being shot, the constant sound of people being shot, the fact that I have the capacity to shoot someone just by getting a Starbucks coffee. Yeah, I probably wouldn't like guns. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Nah, I'm having a whale of a time. I don't know about everybody else. Still there. How much of your water is left? None. Go get a refill. It's fine. Maybe hold the refill for this question. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? In my private life? Yes. But you don't need to know the The answer is yes. I'm not going to go into it. Okay? Just believe me. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Do you agree? No, not really. Excuse me. Eyes are the windows to the soul, do you agree? Not really. Here we go. I mean, they're pretty. But the observant, paranoid, condescending asshole that I am, I more use eyes as a way of figuring out usually what that person wants, what that person's thinking, or what that person's lying about. Windows to the soul. No. Do you always keep your promises? If someone asks me to so if I say I will do something, I don't consider that a promise. If someone asks me to do something and they are going, promise me you will do this, and I say I promise, yes. If I say I promise, then I keep that promise. If I say, oh yeah, sure, I'll get that done, I'm probably not paying attention enough. Or it's like, hey, can you make sure that like that paperwork's signed? I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Anyways, but promises, yes, I keep my promises. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? It would depend who. It would heavily depend on who. And it would also depend on what they had lied about. Because there's... Do you know what I mean? Have you gotten me in it? Did you get me that birthday cake that you know I like? No, they didn't have one. And then, lo and behold, the birthday cake comes in and it's the birthday cake that I like. Am I going to be mad about that? No, because they got me the birthday cake that I like. I'm already a very untrustworthy git. Fuck it, yeah, sure, no. Are you an only child? Unfortunately not. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? It depends on the company. I'm not one of these people that enjoys, like, drinking alone. I think that's sad. But I'm also not somebody that, like, goes out with the intention of getting shit-faced. I will drink in company, and if we get tipsy, and it's still a good time, then yeah, we'll get pissed, and it'll be a laugh. But it very much... It's dependent on the company. Yeah, because I don't really get drunk any other time, so yeah. Do you like tattoos? Yes, I wish I could get more, but again, poor. Do you enjoy being high in any form? I'm already pretty chilled out guy, so me being high means that I'm basically comatose. The other thing is you might get it, I don't like being defenseless, and I feel as though being high is a form of defenselessness. So no, not particularly. Let's be honest, I've been high before, but the thing is it's like, it's such a chill thing that I'm like, I don't... Again, it's a waste of time. I find it a waste of time. I lose 6 hours. Yeah, dude, where's the fucking herb at? And it's just like 6 hours are gone, and half my fridge for nothing. the music not like? Did I hit my switch? Maybe I hit my switch. I don't know if it got louder suddenly. Nah, not usually. Do you believe you have a soul? I mean, I don't know. I feel as though we're just creations of experiences. We're just balls of experience that have grown. I don't really believe in like spiritual shit. I think it's just all up here. Do you know what I mean? And once this is gone, we're kind of gone, you know? So no. Did you cry this week? No, I cried last week. God, I wept like a baby. So it's this anime called Kotaro Lives Alone. I think it's called that. Kotaro Lives Alone. And oh my fucking god, I wept every episode. I don't know why. Oh my fucking god. I was just sitting there watching it like, why am I crying? Like, genuinely, like, so much. Nearly every episode. But no, I didn't cry this week. I cried last week. Are you upset with someone right now? It's me. I'm usually upset with probably about 80 individuals at any given point in time. So yeah. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Most people. But that's because they don't deserve my honesty. So yeah. I generally mean like work colleagues. Do you understand how this works yet? No. If you answer the questions twice, you're talking a lot suddenly, mate. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spent answering them, the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Well, I mean, that's applicable to anything. But you still haven't really explained what's happening, so no, I still don't understand. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon, based on the previous question that you answered? No, not really. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? Would I believe that this video game has been specifically crafted, created, tailored, and planted just for me, and every other fucker that's been playing it in the past 2 years since its inception has just unfortunately stumbled upon it? No. I don't believe that. Sorry, I'm not that paranoid. Are you afraid of being abandoned? No. Are you afraid of dying alone? No. We're coming back to the alone questions. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? No. I worry that one day I will unexpectedly murder someone else and get caught. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? Yes. Do you feel like I know you yet? No. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Yes, but that's probably because of neighbor, and neighbor. So, yeah, but not from you, really. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered, there was a skip option. Where was that? Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or properly understanding properly, I've been able to tell. Calculating the results. Juicy. I'm analysing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Oh, the music is fading out. You've sure been through a hell of a lot in life. The life that you've managed to live and the things you've managed to experience would make so many others both jealous and thankful that they did not go through what you've managed to go through. You're such a warrior. You are the embodiment of what it is to be strong. A lot stronger than you even realise. One criticism I can offer you, though, if any, is that you need to lighten up at times. You failed, mate. You failed. I'm sorry, but if anyone, look, this is the thing. This happens to me all the time. See, because I don't like my family. Immediately, people are like, "Oh, dick." Everybody immediately thinks that I'm like this cold-hearted fuck, just depression, just the epitome of the color grey. No, I love having a laugh. I love being full of joy. Why do you think I do these videos and I giggle like a little bitch in almost every single fucking one of them? Because I want laughter in my life. I want to have fun. I want things to be good, not wanting to be depressed all the time. Whether it be on others or, more importantly, on yourself. The burden of the worlds are not on your shoulders. You can get stressed very easily. It's in your nature. I'm perpetually I'm like the Hulk. I'm always stressed. Take some well-deserved time to yourself. You owe it to yourself. Seriously. There's one major thing in your life that you really need to get a strong handle on, however. Oh, is that right? And that's your financial status. I'll just screenshot this. I'll actually, do you know what? I'll publish the episode, right? We'll upload it, and then I'll just go into work and go, hey, boss, moment of your time. Yeah, if you could also bring in the treasury assistant, great. Just watch this 5.5 hour long video, and they will explain to you why me, need a raise. You're not secure enough for your own liking. You are not where you want to be forever, and you know it. Yes, I'm fucking well aware of that. Thanks. But it's cool. I'm glad that a tiny person in a digital hat is telling me to get a handle on my finances. You've still got time. The end of the world is not even near. You sure about that? Even though it may feel like it sometimes, you've managed to get this far. You can get a whole lot further with just a bit more effort. But it's up to you to push hard. Am I having a child? A financial baby? If there's anything to take away from this, please let it be this. Be positive. Stay positive. And let your positivity become infectious. You may spread it around like the plague. There's a bit of a plague that's been going on, pal, and I don't think I want to be spreading any of that. Just a good kind of plague, that's all. Your secret word is greed. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Why? Is this after all of this, my secret word, greed, is like the passcode into the pyramid scheme that's going to help me get that financial baby? Interesting. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in the comments for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid, this is your opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be part of the upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out in the comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know there's been some of help to you, and if they weren't yet, it'll make sense very soon. Trust me on that. We already established that I don't trust you, so why would I suddenly trust you now? Is really the question. You're not very smart, are you? I was gonna say, what happened to the creepy ass music? It was nowhere to be seen. Well, that took a while. Just seen how long that took. Well, that was the test, and I can hear the screams of the financial baby. That took a while. Sorry about that. That was the test. I once again have learned nothing about myself, so the the title of the video will be that this is clickbait. Yeah, it was interesting. I always find these types of things interesting because it's the purpose of it is to make you look inward. Like with most this is what got me kicked out. The problem with psychology is that essentially you don't do anything. It's all inward. It's all introspective. It's all you looking at yourself and looking inwards. And that's all this test did, was it made me go, and think about what my answer would be. Which I did. And, you know, it's made for an hour and a half long video. And you nuggets have learned something new about me. Probably quite a lot of things new about me, actually, because that was quite in-depth. I think there's a second one. I think that's what they were hinting at least. Wow, the kinds of games that they have made are very odd. Oh, there's a trilogy. Okay, well, there's a trilogy of these. If you already know the answer. If you want to see me answer a bunch of questions again for an hour and a half, and give interesting and very interesting, boring's the word that I was looking for, apologies, boring information about my life, then by all means let me know. Tell me that you want to see the test too, and I will do the test too, because I quite enjoy this. It's nice and low effort, you know, just read a screen and talk. But yeah, that was interesting. It's these I always find these, especially when it's like that, where it's like actually questions. It's not just like somebody's behind. Then it was going that way, you know. Oh, do you feel like someone's in your house right now? Did you check you locked your door? Or, you know, do you realise that this whole thing's a simulation? All that kind of shite. But yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it. I hope you have. I hope you've made it this far. And I hope you did take the warning seriously at the beginning of acquiring water, because you need it. Anyway, that was the test. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, batter the subscribe button, like the video, keep your button in the section down below. Let me know if you want to see the test too. And I will catch you nuggets in whatever it is that I'm making next. Alright? Cheery bye.